democracy also have some positive assets. The positive assets are the accommodation of social diversity. So when it compares to the first point and the second point, there are points which are in the favor of dictatorship, slightly leaning towards dictatorship. But when it comes to the concept of accommodation of the social diversity, here no form of government can accommodate all the groups and make them to live peacefully. But in most of the dictatorship cases, the situations turn to be like this. The dictators would either take a blind eye or a deaf ear towards the conflicts between the groups, or they would like to pressurize the minority group to go to compromise with the majority group. So the situations are a bit reverse in democracy. In democracy, you have a choice to accommodate everything. Yes, in democracy we have the concept of rule of majority. When I say rule of majority, I am not talking about the actual rule of majority what we are discussing when the election process is going on. When see the rule of majority or minority, people may have the change of the differences of the opinions. Sometimes some issues, some people may feel it's right, but the other time they may feel it's wrong. So the majority and the minority game is not a permanent game. The people vary from minority to majority and majority to minority. It is not compulsory the same section of the majority group people do always remain in the majority group. They sometimes move to the minority section, sometimes jump from the minority to the majority. So it's not leaving aside somebody and moving ahead. Democracy always try to address all the concerns of all the citizens. May not be able to implement them appropriately at that time, but the concerns are taken into consideration, and for the maximum situations the concerns are addressed very clearly. But when it comes to the dictatorship, in the dictatorship or in the any other form of government, the people, those who are having any kind of social disparities or any kind of differences, any kind of issues, any kind of conflicts, these people do not have any choice to do other than to go for compromise or to be silent. If they do not go for compromise and they do not be silent, obviously they are inviting troubles for themselves. So this invitation of the troubles was a significant feature for democracy, for the dictatorship when it compares to the democracy. In democracy, you always have a choice to discuss your thoughts, your views, your expression of your faith. But in the dictatorship process, you really face a lot of trouble, and sometimes you need to compromise yourself. When I brought up the examples of Stalin and Hitler, yes, there was a lot of diversity in the population of Russia and in Germany. So in Russia, Stalin forced the people to compulsorily follow the collective farming, while Hitler took up the view of ending up a particular section of people. He targeted the particular section of people. He eliminated them. He kept some concentration camps for them in order to make them away from the society. He killed them literally. But in democracy, you don't find these kind of steps taken by any kind of government or a leader. The dictatorship is run by a personal's perspective, but a democracy is run on the basis of the people's perspective, not on any individual's perspective. The group perspective, the people's intentions, the people's motives are the main basic considerations for taking any decision.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.